Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Mastermind Fever webinar that we've got every Monday, now at 7 p.m. EST. So it used to be 8 p.m. EST, but we have changed the time now to 7 p.m. because at 8 p.m. we are hosting our 100-day challenge. And we've got some great people having some great results already, and we are looking forward to see you as well joining us in the 100-day business challenge. So with my mastermind partner, Lydia Brown, which is
good evening, everybody. Hello. Glad to have you join us as usual.
Yeah, and we are waiting for our Rockstar Kimberly Alleyne. We are having some technical issues. As you know, welcome to the world of the internet. And apparently she's on standby, and we are just waiting for her to come in on board because she's going to have some great information to share with us. I'm really looking forward for her to be with us. So please bear with us.
Do you see her name showing up now?
Showing up where?
As a attendee.
Okay, let me find out. I'm touching the wrong one. Yeah, it says she's here.
Okay, can you pull her in?
I'd like to. But why is she there? Maybe Kimberly, if you can hear me, you might need to close the link where you are, right, and come back with the link I sent you. But she's already gone. She can't hear me anymore. Okay, Lydia, that's your turn. Do a little dance, a little something.
Do a little dance, a little something. Well, I'd like to talk about what's coming up. You know, we have the 100-day business and health fitness challenge, but our whole new lineup for our Monday night has changed. As some of you may know, we're not at 8 o'clock anymore because of the challenge trainings are at 8 o'clock. So what we wanted to do, because we never want to forget about the original, the one and only Mastermind Fever community on Facebook, is to have these half-hour to 45-minute interviews with different people that we admire and we recognize what they've accomplished online and offline. So in the coming weeks, we're going to have different people. They're not going to just be about internet marketing. There'll be people who are considered Facebook experts in their field, CPA experts, PPV experts, a whole lot of different things, Twitter experts. We're going to have something of interest for everyone. And these people will be sharing their journey. And you'll hear us ask a lot of them some of the same questions because we're actually doing our own little data collection of information about how did people reach their breakthroughs, and we're actually hearing a lot of similar things. A lot of it has to do with personal development, for sure, and why they ended up using the tools that they use, the business that they're in, what were their challenging moments, how do they fit in business and family. So we're really going to cover a lot of different interests, and we hope that you join us along this journey.
So I'm smiling, smiling along, smiling away. So yes, she's here, but she's not. She's here.
She just joined.
Hey! Hallelujah!
How you doing?
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't know what was going on.
That's all right. We're glad you're here.
Wait.
Me too. Okay.
Everybody has, a shiny forehead, welcoming our rock star who is not here. But yeah, it is so nice to see you here tonight, Kimberly. And thank you so much, everyone, for those who are listening this evening. We are going to have a great time. This is going to be a quick interview before our 8 p.m. 100-day challenge, and we've got some questions to ask her. So I'm going, first of all, to big you up because you are so wonderful, so fantastic. I've known you now for about a year and a half, and I've always been amazed by what you do with your husband. You are simply great.
Thank you so much.
So if I share my screen right now, so this is Kimberly Alleyne, and she's going to share with us today what it takes to become a six-figure earner in your own base business. Because many people want to make a lot of money online, want to make money with their business, but to be honest, there are some certain things that you need to put in place in order to reach that level of success. So I know that she's very successful in MLSP, and she was featured with her husband, Matthew. Matthew is also absolutely awesome. And they were featured as members of the month with MLSP in April 2012, and they are still on the leaderboard, signing up people left, right, and center, and being top people in their own business. And you can connect with her definitely on Facebook. She's very friendly, very approachable. It's like having a friend. I haven't met her personally, nor her husband, but we communicate regularly on Facebook, and she's great. And obviously, she knows, some of the top earners, do you know this guy? Lydia, do you know this guy? Chubby.
Oh,
that's Ray.
Yeah, his name is Ray. What would Ray do? I saw the picture, I was like, oh my gosh, who is that guy? And we've got also the amazing Diane Hockman, the no-nonsense marketer, and basically they know all of these guys and they are doing very well, and they're going to share some great things with us. So before we start, Lydia, do you want to add anything else?
No, go ahead. Let's get going with the questions. I'm very interested in hearing a lot more about Kimberly.
Okay. Absolutely. So, again, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
We are too.
Yeah.
I saw the pictures of your family. Awesome. Awesome family. All girls, huh?
Yes, 3 lovely girls. I adore them. They're so exciting. I just had a baby 2 years ago, and I have a 12-year-old and also a 6-year-old. So they keep me very busy.
You've got
you're native New Yorker?
Oh, wow.
Native New Yorker, yes. Born here, lived here all my life, and I do love it.
I lived there all my life too. I wasn't born there, but I was there ever since I was an infant. I grew up in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, nothing like it, right?
Yeah, nothing like it.
Yeah, always busy.
Oh, brilliant. So, Kimberly, our first question would be, how did you start online? And I mean, are you doing online marketing or network marketing? What are you doing?
Okay, well, this is how me and my husband started. When we, first got married, we had no jobs. We were at a loss of money, so we were just looking for ways to get money at home. So we stumbled onto the computer, and we stumbled on MLSP, where my husband was looking for ways to, at the time we were in another network marketing business, how to get leads for that business and grow it successfully. So what we did was stumble onto MLSP, and we saw a young man by the name of Preston Rodriguez, and what we did was sign up under him. So we didn't know anything about network marketing or anything like that, but it seemed so interesting that people could actually be home and take care of their family at the same time making money. So that was right up our alley because we had children and we wanted to be there for them. So we, signed into MLSP, and from there we started gradually getting to know the internet marketing industry, and from there, that's where we started to have real success.
Wow, that is absolutely powerful. And how has it been then, working online?
It's been great.
Hard or easy? How is it like?
Okay, for me, I'm a bit of a wildflower. So my husband is very focused and he can do something very, stay to the path. Whereas for me, when I first started, I was all over the place. So it took me some time to actually become very consistent. But when I saw how great the results he was getting for his work, I was like, you know what, wow, let me follow what he's doing. This is my husband, I got to get on it too. So I started to construct my day and get a more of a schedule so I can be very consistent. And when I started to do that, I started to get much more results. And I just started to say, wow, this is something that I can do. So I started to believe in myself. And
Wow.
from there, it was just so amazing how it transformed into a greater business, me and him working together. And so from there, it was absolutely exciting to see the results that we were both getting.
Wow, that's simply incredible. So when you say, I mean, you were actually members of the month in MLSP. How did that happen?
Okay, well, we were doing video marketing strategies, which was we do a video about a company review. Because most people, what they do is when they're starting to join a business, what they do is look on the internet to see what they can find out about that business, whether it's a scam or how the compensation plan is, anything like that. So what we did was we did videos focusing on different companies, and that allowed a lot of people to start reviewing and seeing us representing the business, but it was also representing how you were to get leads and grow your business successfully. So from there, a lot of leads just started running in because in every business, people just want to really know how to be successful. So it didn't really matter what business the person was in. We were getting leads from all over the place because so many people were looking for ways to be successful. And that's how everything just started to pick up. A lot of people were searching, they were finding us, and that's how we became leaders in that part. That's how we did it.
Fantastic. So how much action does it take then? Because you said you make videos. Some people believe that if you make, let's say 3, 4 videos, they might get a lot of leads. So how much work is that? Is like 2 hours a day? 15
Um,
hours a day?
well, it depends on what you really want to do, but to be consistent about what you're doing every single day, at least 2 hours a day. I know that my husband did more than me because I was, all over the place cooking, laundry, motherhood. But actually, for me, I did 2 hours a day. I structured my day as to what video I'm going to do, what I'm going to focus on, and then that's how I did my business so that when the children came home, I was available for them. So all you really do need is 2 hours a day. Just know exactly what strategy that you want to do and just, go for it. Do what you have to do. You'll get the results, but it doesn't happen overnight. As a matter of fact, me and Matthew, we did videos probably about 4 years ago that are still making leads for us, that are still getting leads for us. So video marketing is one aspect that I really recommend, people to do.
Wow.
Definitely. How did the two of you being in business together balance family? Was that a lesson you learned over time?
Yes, definitely was a lesson learned over time because at first I'm a person, like I said, I'm really like, I'm just all over the place, really. But I had to learn that, okay, Kimberly, you wanted to be home, so therefore your house is your office, essentially, right?
Yeah.
So I had to say, okay, Kimberly, go down away, for a while, take yourself away, and focus on what you're doing for a time, because it is hard to work at home. So I had to adjust where I was working because the house has busy atmosphere. The children are always going, but you have to be completely dedicated to what you're doing. So for me, I had to say, this is the time I'm going to work. Scheduling the days and seeing how you're going to carry out the day is very, very important because my husband could sit down and focus, whereas I was really all over the place. So for me, focusing and being consistent was my era. So that's what I started to learn, and it was really great. After I started to implement the schedule, everything started to work out fabulously.
Wow.
Great, great.
How do you juggle then motherhood and running a business from home? Because now you got 3 or 4 children,
Three girls.
3 girls.
Mhm.
So how do you juggle that?
Well, I say to myself, if I was working outdoors, right, it would probably take an hour for me to get to work. Then I have 8 hours of work to do. Then it would probably take me an hour to get home. So that's 10 hours out the house from my children, right?
Yes.
Myself, that doesn't make sense for me. I couldn't be able to say that that would be making me happy and my family. And if a mother is not happy, the family is not going to be happy.
Absolutely.
So I had to really say, okay, focus. And juggling a motherhood is just that you have to, like, once again, the schedule is the key to everything. So I try to finish all my work before the children come home, and then when they see me, it's just like, mommy, yeah, and then we can go and have fun and a great time. I like to sit down and watch TV with them and just have, lots of family time, because I think that's very important. And from there, scheduling is the key, and then from there we just have a great time.
Great, great. Yeah, there is a gift working from home.
Yeah.
Having young children, being able to not give up watching them grow.
Yeah.
That is a gift.
Yeah.
So tell us about one of your breakthrough in your early years of getting into this profession.
My breakthrough was belief in myself. I, for a long time, didn't have the confidence that was really needed in this industry. I felt that, maybe it's not for me, very scared, very timid about approaching certain things. But once again, PD, personal development, is very important in this industry. If you're not feeding your mind with positivity to get yourself and your brain motivated, transform your thinking to get yourself pumped and ready to take on what you have to do, then if you're not feeding yourself with those positive things, you're not going to really be that pumped to even change how you are. So what I did was every day I had to go on some sort of PD, whether it was an audio or a video, just to say, okay, focus. You can do it. It's inside of you. Because I believe in myself now. I'm so pumped up. But before, it took me a lot, just to get the ball rolling. It was dragging. I was like, oh, goodness, But now I'm like, I'm on it. I can do this. I believe in myself. And that's what the energy I want to transform to others, that you can do this. Just don't talk yourself out of anything that you can do. And don't listen to people who say, what are you doing? That's all right. You know what you're doing. Just keep doing it. So personal development is key to get yourself really going, to get your mind staying on that path.
Do you have a particular person or book, podcast, or whatever that you would say motivates you?
I really love Tony Robbins. He's awesome. He's very energetic. I like Rob 4. Not Rob 4. I'm sorry. What's his name?
Kiyosaki?
Say that again?
Robert Kiyosaki?
Robert Kiyosaki, exactly. He's great too. Me and Matthew went to a seminar years ago what he had in New York, and it was great also. But many audios I see, there's also women audios. I forgot the lady's name again. Excuse me, guys. But oh gosh, I forgot her name. Her name is skipping me right now. But just daily audios that I listen to. But I do love, one of my favorite person is Tony Robbins. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I have to say, I'm going to challenge you. This sounds too good to be true. You're just saying that you want to listen to some stuff, to keep your brain fine, and then you found a marketing strategy, and then you focused on it, and then you had success. Is that it? Are you hiding anything?
No, I'm not hiding anything. I'm not hiding anything, but I really believe in self-development. I believe that's the key to every successful part of your life. Anything you set out to do, believe in yourself, because that is where it starts. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to achieve what you want. All right, so that's just my main objective, to always be confident and always just share it with others so that they can also change their lives, because it's really easy once you get it going, once you really stay focused. That's it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And you've got some people who would say, well, they are trying, and probably after a month, 3 months, or a year or 2 years, they don't necessarily see the results that they are looking for, or they don't have, let's say, their objection would be, well, I don't have enough money, so truthfully, I can't do it. What would you say to somebody like that?
There are many strategies that you can do that are free. There are many things that you can do, like, for instance, you can do article marketing, you can do video marketing, you can do many things that will help you to grow your business, but you just have to know exactly what. So there are many things on the computer as well. If you search, you will find them. You just have to be very eager to find them, because it's always out there. Answers are just right there in your face on the internet.
That's true.
So how long did it take you then to be where you are right now as a rock star, 6-figure earner?
We started out in 2009. So collaboratively, we did make a significant amount of money. But I really started to really work just last year. Started to work harder in doing this. Matthews has always been pushing, and I really felt, if my husband is working this hard, I better get on the ball, because it doesn't make sense that he's working this hard and I'm not pulling my weight. So now I'm just so excited about how I'm feeling and just feeding off his energy, and now things are really picking up as well.
Fantastic. So how did you how did that change happen? Was it only through self-development or something else you would advise?
Um, it happened, I just looked at my children and I said, I have so much to give them, and I don't want them, being that, I have 3 girls, it's very emotional for me, because they look at me as a person they look up to. So if I am not giving out to them the very best I have in me, what kind of mother am I, right? So I said to myself, I have 3 beautiful girls. What are you giving them, really? What are you showing them? So I had to set my mind straight and say, Kimberly, you have, my daughter's name is Kiana, Chelsea, Alyssa. These beautiful girls, how do you want them to remember you? Do you want them to see you not working as hard as you can? Do you want them to see you successful? And do you want them to have the belief in their heart that they can do the same thing? So when I watched them, I said to myself, this is it. I have to do this.
Sounds like a gut level why, for sure.
Yes, very much so.
Absolutely. My other question would be, do you like network marketing or online marketing more? Which one do you prefer? Which one makes more sense to you? Which one do you like?
I like both of them, because I am a very social person. I can do networking as well. Online marketing is just so much more powerful, though, because you have billions of people you have access to. So it makes it easier for you to get your business out there, whereas network marketing, you do have to get yourself in certain locations to really network with people or set up, business parties and stuff like that. But I can say I like really both of them, but a lot of people don't like networking, socializing. They do like the internet, and that's a great avenue to go if you don't like that kind of thing, and you have access to billions of people in the world right in front of you. So both is fine with me, but if you like internet marketing, that's fabulous.
Okay.
So video is still your main focus strategy right now, or are you doing other things?
Video marketing is one of the main strategies that I do, because it's just a great way to, when people see you, they get to know you, so it attracts them. Whereas some people just don't like to read, so if you write an article, they may or may not read it, but I think that video marketing is more effective.
Absolutely.
Great.
I mean, I'm very thankful for everything you're saying, because surprisingly, our challenge is about, video marketing tonight, but you just bring it across like so simply. You find a marketing strategy.
Yes.
You run with it, and you run with it.
Absolutely.
And after running with it, you run again.
Exactly. And you don't stop.
That's it.
You don't stop. You stumble. You got to keep your focus. That's it. Just run with it.
Because the process is simple. It's ourselves that make it difficult.
Exactly.
And that's where the personal development comes in.
Yeah.
Exactly. You have to have your personal development. You have to.
Yeah, I think you are so right, because there is just like so much technical things that you can learn.
Yeah.
And once you got all the technical stuff, and once you got all the money that you need to start finally marketing, and then once you got this and once you got that, well, if for instance you had an argument with your spouse, or your kids are driving you crazy, or something happened in your family, well, suddenly everything collapses. So you need to find a way to stay tuned and stay focused.
Yes, definitely.
And bad times, and still make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because life definitely shows up. And I remember I used to have to recite something in my head when I was challenged, or when I was having a difficult day, and I tell myself, oh, I'm not going to do a video, I'm not going to write a blog post. And I started saying to myself, if I was on a job and I didn't feel well, my stomach could hurt, I could have a headache, whatever, my boss said, do this, I would do it.
Yeah, that's so bad.
It would be, you know, it would be.
Exactly. It's so true. Like for like some people, they go to
So
work.
I have it and just
Yeah.
go ahead and do it. Yeah. So,
Uh-huh.
because I would ask myself, you would work harder and do more for somebody else than you'll do for yourself.
Exactly.
And actually, the answer
Yes.
at that point, when I asked myself that the first time, was yes, because I had proven that I would work harder for
Mm-hmm.
somebody else. For the simple fact that I'm sitting there now, trying to allow some uncomfortability to block me. So,
Okay. That's
so it was the motivator because the truth hurt. The truth
yes.
hurt that the mindset was in that place. It's
Hmm.
because that's not what you want, but you acting like that's what you want if you stop and don't take action.
Exactly. Exactly. And for me, I was such a person that was very strong-headed. Like I knew I had to do something, but every excuse in the book, I had them, and I wrote them down, and I pulled one out when I felt like it. I didn't want to do anything, but where was that getting me? Nowhere. It wasn't getting
Hmm.
me anywhere. And then by the end of the day, I'm feeling tired and sad because I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and I'm feeling like a low life and a loser. But that was my fault. So in order to change that, the PD once again. So we all have control over what we do. And many times when we feel depressed and sad, it's because of the actions that we are doing or maybe not doing.
Not
And
doing
I said
exactly.
to myself, it's time to take action, and it feels so great and feels empowering, and I feel so much more alive because I'm actually
Yes.
doing things with my life.
Hmm.
Yes. Oh gosh, I love that. I could
Yeah.
record it and play it every day. This is so true. I
Yeah.
think that the number of times where I did not feel like doing anything is when I had a list. Well, that's one of them. And on that list, you're like, okay, let me do something else. And then you come back and you're like, oh, I haven't done it. I'm just so rubbish. Well, yes, you are. You know, you've got this little devil on the side. Yes, you are rubbish. Well, you can't do it. Look, you missed 1 day. You missed 2 days. I
Yeah.
think now you missed a week. I think you should give up. And you
I
constantly
know, I know, that's
with
crazy,
that
right?
to remind you that yes, you can. Yes, you deserve it. And
Hmm.
the more I think about it, like, uh, I'm just like, if you are a person of faith, you have you have to work from home.
Yeah, you do.
You have to work from home.
Mm.
It is so great. I mean, like today, my son did some sports, after school, and I didn't have to pick him up at that time. But I thought, well, yes, I can.
Why not, right?
I
Uh-huh.
finished work. I'm at home. Well, yes, I'm going to pick him up now and go to the sports thingy and come back. And it was just an incredible feeling. But really being able to change this.
Yes.
And I think that what is actually even more beautiful is somebody who went through so much rubbish
Yeah.
and are decluttering everything and are becoming superstars.
Hmm.
This is like
Exactly.
Awesome.
losing
You
weight.
know, I had a day where I was working on a project. I was setting up my campaign and everything. Everything was running smooth. I was feeling good. I was on a roll, and then I started to implement, and the computer started acting crazy, different things, and all of a sudden I got all this negativity came in my head. Now this stuff has happened before. I
Hmm.
know the steps to take to overcome, but at that moment it was the end of the world. So all of a sudden, this bright idea came that I should go downstairs and cook for the whole week.
Good idea.
For the whole week.
Oh, you're frozen, Lydia.
Oh.
Two, 2 hours. You know what I mean? So I sat there, took a deep breath, put on some soothing music on Spotify, and worked through it. But the mind was trying to tell me I'd feel better
Yeah.
if I go do something else that definitely, not a day, not a meal, but let's cook for the whole week and be prepared, trying to convince myself.
You're freezing, darling.
Not so, not so.
Um.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's quite funny because now I've been online quite a few years, and I just realized how much, again, the mindset is really something I didn't want to hear. I was just like, no, 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 just forget about the mindset. Just tell me which tool, which program, which strategy, which minute, which hour, which second, how am I supposed to do it? That's it.
Yeah.
But it seems that is definitely not the case. You've got so many people who are doing so well and know so little about online marketing, but they got like the courage to ask somebody else to do the work for them, for instance, you know, and they get the reward from it, but they didn't think, oh, well, I don't know anything, I can't do it, oh no, well, you know, I'm working all day, and well, you know, that's the way it is. They simply took action saying, well, they rose above their circumstances, and I think it is something which is quite amazing.
It is.
So Lydia, unless you've got other questions, because I think you've answered everything. You know, I thought there would be a bit of technicality going on, but nothing technical. Just take action, clear the clutter in your head, and repeat. Don't see any success maybe over 10, 30, 60 days, 90 days, but then it will come if you do the right steps and right things. So that's
You need patience. Do not think that everything is just going to happen overnight. And you know what's so funny? So many people quit when they're right there. And it's just like, if you really think about it, you're just right there. Don't stop. If you stop, that's the only way you'll fail. So just keep going. You are going to eventually make it. You're going to be where you want to be. That's just it. You have to hang in there.
Absolutely. And what would you say, did you have any cases where you came across some unsupportive spouse, so husband or wife who weren't interested in their spouse business?
Say that one more time. I didn't get that one.
What I said is that, what advice would you give to somebody who is working online but has a non-supportive spouse?
Oh, okay. Well, just look at it this way. Your spouse is going to love you after a certain amount of time. Just stay there. Don't move. Because if you do that, you know what's going to happen? You're not going to be living what you want to live.
Yes.
You have to just stand up for what you want to do sometimes. And, you know, when you are doing what you love, you are happier. So your results will come in, and that spouse is going to turn around and love you to death. That's it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It starts when the first check come in or that PayPal payment.
Exactly.
You can make it believable, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, my husband initially wasn't really into this online marketing stuff because we spent literally thousands and thousands of dollars on things which just didn't work, and really worked hard on it, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, so we are not putting the blame. We just really tried, and it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's nice to see that, for instance, through MLSP, by him listening to the wake-up calls and listening here and there, he's a transformed person right now, and he loves what I'm doing. He was so happy that I want that.
Oh.
The iPad, and he was like, oh, where did that come from? Did you did a mistake? No mistake. This is great fun. Competitions, and you know, believe that you can do it.
Yes.
I was actually competing with some people who had like thousands of people on their list, but I thought, I like people, I communicate with them online, and why not asking them or telling them about this product, which is definitely going to help them as it is helping me. And by just doing that, they decided to take it on board. And so thank you very much for those who helped me get the iPad. Love it. And what I would like to say right now is actually our transition, because it is a great transition to our 100-day challenge, which is starting now. We are now on week 3, and we will be talking about YouTube video marketing for ranking, for branding, for sales. Like, I remember a number of times where I was watching at Matthew and Kimberly's videos and like, oh, okay, so what did I say now? And I would write it down. Okay, how did I do that? Okay, maybe I need to do my hair like this. Maybe, oh wow, I really like what they do. And then I went on their blog, and what I loved, Kimberly, don't laugh.
No, I'm sorry.
Blog at the time was awful. Your blog. You had a blog with no pictures, no banners, and I was like, they are so inspiring.
Yeah.
They are so inspiring because despite of that, they are level 4, they are doing great, they believe in what they do, and I really thank you so much for that, because your not so beautiful blog gave me so much hope. I was like, if they can do it, yes, I need to carry on.
Exactly. You have to use what you have while you have it. If you don't have, things to make it all intricate and beautiful, you just use what you have. So many people make it so complicated. They spend so much money trying to get professional pictures done and all this stuff. We just said we have to just get the stuff out there, get it up there. And when you start, making the money, then you change it up. But use what you got where you have it. You just use it. That's it.
I found some of the greatest information I needed on the ugliest looking blogs.
Yeah.
I mean, you just get the content out there. Get the content out there.
Just do it. So if you want to join us, you are going to learn some great stuff. Kimberly talked about having a daily method of operation. Well, we've got that available in that 100-day challenge. Last week, Lydia spoke about PPV, so pay-per-view marketing. Tonight, we're talking about YouTube video marketing, and we've got some great comments from people inside the group. And if you really want to see a transformation in what you do, you need to take action, and you need to do something different than you are currently doing, which is not working. That is why if you go to the 100daybeeschallenge.com/transformation, you are going to see a presentation where we are sharing with you, what this challenge is about, which is actually based on faith, based on business, and based on weight loss. I can't recognize myself. I lost 7 pounds right now in 3 days. So just do it. Come and join us. This is going to be great, and this is how you can become a top earner like Kimberly. So on that note, Kimberly, thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been an
honor.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Lydia.
You are a delight. So we will all send you the recording once it's rendered. It's not going to be tonight because I need some sleep. Yes. And so thank you very much, everyone, for listening. And on the 1st of December, we're going to have another interview with a rock star sharing some great nuggets with you. And again, at 8 p.m. EST, we've got our 100-day challenge taking place. So thank you so much, and goodbye, everyone.
Next time I'm in New York, I'll try to connect with you.
You better.